Hey everybody, happy July. I hope you guys had a really good June. My June has been, and still is, because it's June when I'm recording this, but it's been full of travel. So I was in Maryland and I was in DC and I'm going to be in Seattle, so it's been good. But because of that, my schedule has been crunched and I won't be able to do each of the forecasts by individual signs. But don't worry, I'm still going to take care of you. So what I'm going to do is for this month, I'm going to do 4 videos. And the first one will be on like air signs, and then the second will be a forecast for earth signs, and then there'll be one for fire signs and water signs. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for air signs overall, so that's Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses, what I get as an overall theme for you in July is that the month of July is going to be all right. I think that there is going to be some internal resistance and stress that you're dealing with. So I think there's been situations that have been happening around you that have caused stress, but you're not interacting with those situations anymore. You're not really engaged in those situations. And now really the stress is more of the internal battle as you deal with what has been going on and kind of the aftermath of it. So you're not going to be in a stressful situation necessarily, but internally you're going to be stressed about what's happened or what's going on or about your thoughts. I think you have been you've weathered some disappointments of late, and that's really what's causing the stress. And it's not like you didn't try to make the situation better, but somehow you just got disappointed or ended up being disappointing. And in some ways you're not even sure what happened. You're just something happened and you're just kind of where you are now. So you're going to spend a lot of July trying to puzzle through what happened. It's like you're reflecting, but it's too much. Like whenever you reflect, it's more you very lightly think about a situation and you let the pieces fall into place and sort themselves out, and then you kind of arrive at a conclusion that feels somewhat like clarity or like peace, or sometimes like an epiphany of sorts. It just, like whenever you reflect, you're just lightly thinking about something and you're letting the solution really come to you. What I see you guys doing more of in July is trying to like really work out what happened, and you're like really thinking about it. You're not reflecting, you're really thinking about it, trying to puzzle it out, trying to work it out. How did this fit here? How did that fit there? And just really being more active in your thought around it. So you're not being really reflective, you're being very you're thinking hard about something. And really usually the best advice is to just let it go and just reflect and let the answers come to you. But I think that for you guys for July, what you're going to be doing, this whole thinking, I think that's fine. I think that this is something that you really need to get out of your system, because a lot of times you need to go through that whole puzzling it out, thinking really hard, trying to make it fit, trying to figure things out. You have to go through that first, get it out of your system. And once you're too tired of thinking about it anymore, once you don't come to any conclusions, once you come to a conclusion but you're not satisfied, once you get to that phase where you're just ready to just be like, I don't know, I can't think about this anymore, that's when you are able to get into that more reflective mode. You start going off and doing other things, and then the answers and the clarity will come to you. So I think that for you guys, it is important that you do puzzle this out. If that's what you're drawn to do, go ahead and do it, get it out of your system. And after that has been done, once you've done this and gotten it through your system, the answers and the clarity will come to you after that. So I think it's fine to go ahead and do what you guys are planning to do, or what you guys will feel drawn to do about this whole stressful internal battle conflict going on within you. So now I'm going to go into giving just a little bit of advice for each one of the air signs, just to try to get a little bit more specific for you guys. Yeah, just that'd be nice. So for Geminis, what I get for you is, for this whole internal battle struggle that I just talked about, you guys are actually coming out of that. I feel very optimistic for you. I feel like you've had this internal struggle and now you're feeling a little bit better. You're starting to feel lighter. The world's starting to seem brighter and you're really coming out of that and starting to open yourself up to clarity. So I would say really great job for you guys. And as a result, I think that you're opening yourself up to much better potentials going forward, because you are in that more open and clear mental mode and emotional mode as well. For Libras, what I'm seeing for you, you guys are really in the thick of this internal battle, this internal struggle within you. You guys just cannot figure out why you can't get people to do the things that you want them to do, and it is just causing a lot of stress and anguish within you. And really the advice that I'm getting for you is that sometimes you just need to let it go. Sometimes, yeah, you just really need to let it go and just understand that some things just can't happen and aren't really supposed to happen, and that it's actually for the best, but you need to let go of it so you can start allowing things that really match you. Because right now, what you're trying to make happen, it's not supposed to happen. It's just, there's just way too much resistance there that you're just not a match to whatever it is you want these people to do for you. And so you need to relax and let it go and understand that, and just like, I think it'll be easier said than done. But once you do that, you can start, it'll help like, you guys need to be gentle, and be gentle with the energy that's out there and the energy between people and in relationships. You need to kind of be gentle with it, soothe it, kind of massage it by letting go and just allowing things to kind of be as they are instead of trying to make them be something that you want them to be. When you do that, if whoever it is or the people that you're trying to get to do a certain thing, if they're really right, then they will be drawn to you. And and that's really a better way to go about things. You don't want to continuously be pushing at other people, because then they just want to run away. You want them to start being drawn to you and have power within yourself to be able to draw people to you, versus trying to go chase after people and like throwing your power at them and your energy at them, and they're just being like, what? So just kind of ease. And then also, like, if they're really not the right match, if that's just really not what you're actually looking for, you just think it's what you're looking for, it'll kind of clear some room. Like, you'll have some energy, like, what's the word, release or break or space. You'll have energy space to allow in other people. Like, it doesn't mean these people that you're trying to go after right now will necessarily go away. They'll still be in your life, but you'll be able to open yourself up to people who are more at your resonance, more at your level at this point in time, that can meet you where you want to meet them. Like, you guys are just kind of, you guys can have fun together. You guys can bond together, relate to each other. And that's really what you're looking for. So don't go out and try to force it. Let go, release, and allow the natural relationships to come to you that will be a lot more enjoyable, a lot more productive, and just so much more fulfilling. Aquarius, is what I see is you guys are kind of in the middle of where the Geminis and Libras are. You guys are still having that internal struggle, but it's to that point where it's really more emotional than it is mental. And so you really can't think about whatever's going on, because you're just more emotionally distraught. I think distraught might be too strong of a word, but it's really at an emotional level, and it's just this kind of jumble that it's just there, and it kind of brings you down. And you like I was saying, you can't really think clearly about it. You can't really puzzle through it, because it's really at the emotional level. And really what I get for you is that in order to release that, so you can start sorting through what's been going on and start feeling better again, start feeling free, because right now it just feels like it's kind of holding you down, and it's just like this stuck energy. But you don't want to release it, to like allow it to release and allow you to start breathing again and feeling lighter and feeling a lot clearer in your mind and in your body and in your emotions. What I get for you is that you guys need to spend more time alone. But I don't mean alone like at your house or your apartment or wherever you are. I mean, you guys need to go out and spend some time alone outside, like outside of doesn't have to be outside like in nature, but I do think that's one thing for you guys. But outside of where you live, outside of where you tend to just stay. Go out, go by yourself. You can go out in nature if you like that, being around nature if that really uplifts you, or you can go to a bar and have a drink by yourself. Maybe one where if you have dogs, you can have them hanging out with you, or you can go take your dogs out for a walk in nature, something like that. Something where you can just go by yourself and be in a mode where you can relax, and it is just you and something that you love to do. And I think that would really put you in a place of finding that peace within yourself again, because I think that's really what you need first before you can sort out anything else, is you need to find that peace in yourself. Right? You need to know where you are and be grounded before you can deal with things around you. Because if you are not grounded yourself, you just go off of every whim or off of every emotional reaction, and you can't really find yourself. Like, you don't really know, you're just not grounded. So yeah, I think this will really help ground you, help ease you, because you'll be in an environment that soothes you, that relaxes you, and then being by yourself can be very healing. Like, you need to kind of be left to your own devices. It's just, you don't want to be left to your own devices where you live, because that's just kind of where you tend to brood, and where your thoughts start to take shape and form and become these thought forms that are around you and in your space, and then they kind of make you think certain thoughts, and it's like a whole new level of a conversation. I think the Tauruses and I talked about that a couple months ago. But yeah, basically get out of your space, go somewhere that is very soothing to you, feels very relaxing, and just be by yourself and just take in the moment, because I don't think you guys are really doing that or have really done that. Take in the moment, really enjoy the moment, and allow everything that's going on within you to kind of release itself while you go enjoy yourself. You gotta let that stuff go by not paying attention to it, and going out is how that will help you. So that concludes the July reading. I hope it was helpful for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description box for all the good stuff, and I will see you guys in August.